dying.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Me, I'm dying too.
You're dying
New
too.
points available.
Nice.
What the fuck? Skills. I do have a skill point, yes. What do I... Bonus dark magic damage. Does that just happen on anything? Or do I have to have a very specific dark magic gun?
Where are all my points?
I am please waiting while I am connected.
You haven't made it into the game yet?
Huh?
You haven't gotten in yet?
No, my connection time.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Let's try again.
I forgot this game's kind of quiet. Kanye West is crazy.
Jesus.
The hell? What the hell? Is there a banshee in there?
Yeah, up in my nose.
Oh god. Did you get it out?
I'm trying.
Maybe if you invite me?
Yeah, she's like a vampire. She won't join your
Yeah.
game unless we invite her.
It says on your screen, character pending.
That's what it said on
know.
your or on your thing.
Weird.
Casting spell, loading shells.
Oh god, where's my...
It's so sad when a full magazine isn't enough to kill a creature.
Yeah.
I just saw the thing. Yeah, that's it.
Is it still broken?
Yes, just as we practiced.
Yes, I just now saw the thing under my name. The... Oh, it's only while I'm trying to join them. It was the Wi-Fi symbol with an X over it.
Oh
Maybe-
shit.
Maybe try exiting
I
Steam.
I killed myself. Go.
What a silly place to have a trap. Oh my god, yeah, I'm very sleepy. I forgot my character like vomits when they clamber up a rock.
Yeah, so we saw another portion of the Alex Jones Yeezy interview
Uh-huh.
where what he say is like, I don't I wouldn't call Jews evil, but I also wouldn't call Nazis evil.
I love Jews and I love Nazis
That's what it was.
and
and like fucking Alex Jones is like, oh shit, man, like you want to like kind of backpedal a little bit. And he's like, no, that's all right. I'd rather just double down.
Jews. I mean, Jews are here expecting us to love them for uh, doing whatever evil money shit they do. But
What the
and
fuck?
and then they tell us to hate Nazis or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he said, but it's something like
It's so bad. It's
Schindler.
so
Schindler did good shit too.
Schindler's List.
Or
It's so very much the kind of person. It's so what you would say if you were starting to be convinced that Hitler was right. You kind of like off-ball it a little bit and be like, I'm just saying, like
he's not bad. Not a bad guy, actually.
I mean, we did we give him a chance?
Did we hear his reasoning though?
You know, there's two sides to an argument. We have to listen to both sides. You know, like equally, of course.
Mm-hmm. Unbiased.
Is it still broke? Do we all have to like close and reopen or something?
I shut off Steam and everything, so I'm getting back in the game.
She's optimizing her shaders at the moment. We want those shaders to be optimal.
Speaking of optimal, new Transformers trailer dropped today.
Optimal Prime. I was going to say Optimal Prime, and then
Yeah,
once you finished, and then you were actually saying Optimus, so now that kind of isn't as funny.
It's but it's Optimus Primal.
Oh.
Not optimal.
Optimal Prime.
Because that's the beast, that's the monkey. Which I don't know the lore of Transformers very well, the deep lore. But I always
it was written.
I did not know. I don't know. Are they? I thought Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal were the same person. Just one was monkey.
But not the same person.
Yeah, maybe they're not, or maybe for the movie they're not. I don't know. But it's got the beasts in it. It's got the evil beasts and the good beasts.
The UE4 Oak game has crashed and will close. Fatal error.
Yeah.
Unhandled exception.
Yeah, Unreal Engine crashed.
Huh.
You might need to force it.
Unreal Engine really doesn't like my computer.
Oh,
What the fuck?
that's really
'Cause
fucked.
that's what kept crashing for the Ascent too.
I tried to look on Newegg for a 3080 for the Cyber Monday deals. They didn't really have any. At least not when I looked. So I was like, well, guess I ain't getting one right now. I got one thing for a Cyber Monday deal. That was it. It's just a video game.
I was thinking of getting something off of Steam. I can't remember what it was now.
I got Lost Judgment for the PS5.
But yeah, you excited for the Transmorphers with the beasts? The ape guy looks kind of neat.
That's Optimus Primal.
And then there was like a bird transformer.
Yeah, I forget his name. That was what started me on Transformers, was Beast Wars.
Mm.
Back in the day. I had all like the Beast Wars not all of them, but I had a lot of Beast Wars action figures or whatever. Those were the glory days of the Transformers toy line. Let me tell you, they were so intricate for transforming them, and like, God, you really had to. There was a lot of steps, and there was a lot of like really delicate parts. And then they started making them for fucking babies, and later ones they're like, yeah, you just like you turn out around the body, and the head
Do
pops
the
up.
hokey pokey.
That's what it's all about.
Have you seen Bumblebee with Haley Steinfeld?
No,
Because I saw that this is a follow up to that.
I
Not that it fucking matters, but you can try joining.
I have not, like, I didn't.
Hey.
It seemed to be like trying to be more family, like buddy oriented. Like, it's my buddy.
Yeah, it's
Bumblebee.
it's kind of How to Train Your Dragon Transformer.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I don't care about that.
I think it had a lot of heart. I would not sit down and watch it a second time. I don't know if I'm excited for this. I thought some of the stuff in the trailer looked cool. I don't know if the movie as a whole is going to be something I'm interested in yet. I'm not sure.
Do you know if they're gonna have robots beating the shit out of each other, like a whole bunch?
Yeah, have you even seen Pacific Rim?
No.
Then I'm not currently taking any applications when it comes to the robots beating each other up. Makes it worth watching.
I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm just wondering because like if that's in the movie, I'm gonna watch it. Probably. Eventually. We gotta find Marley Maiden. Are we ready?
There you go.
Yeah. I'm here.
Lead the way!
I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm ready to
Disappear.
cheer. Oh.
Ready for beers. I just saw an exclamation mark, like a here's a quest, and then it just like disappeared.
Was it
Why?
also queer?
Oh, it's ahead. It's ahead of us. Why are you opening my Steam page?
What the fuck?
Back, please.
Oh, yeah. I do remember to do that.
Yeah, because I mean the trailer was just like, yeah, there's the robots fighting each other, and like there wasn't. I don't know what else they could put into it, you know.
Not until his lady love can. Also, best. Do it for love.
Like I don't see them putting a plot in it.
I mean, the Bumblebee did. It's a bit formulaic, but it's not just going to be 2 hours of robots beating the hell out of each other.
Right, but the plot that they're gonna have is probably gonna be garbage.
Probably. It's probably going to be like more on the family-friendly, like heartwarming side of things, more than the silly, over-the-top, zany Michael Bay shit. I'm all reloaded.
We gotta get up there. Do you see up? We gotta go up there.
That. Yes.
There is a platform jump thing here.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, try that on for size.
Yeah, we gotta get there, and then there's the cannons, and then we gotta shoot the cannons.
The cannon is not ready for me to shoot it.
That one is that I just shot.
Did they
Nerds.
unlock the sequence or some shit?
I unlocked this door with a chest behind it.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, there's things to shoot, Angel. Bullets!
Bang, 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 bang.
Having more fun than the ascent.
Love is the cruelest weapon.
Oh man, if only we were doing a cyber heist right now.
Claws moved. I was stuck
Oh,
in
that
the
does sound
sand.
cool.
She can
That still
finish to lay
sounds
down my
cool.
claws of war.
That's okay, I'll just play some Cyberpunk Heist 2077-7.
Show love instead of the guts of my
Oh.
enemies.
Yeah.
Then she passed.
I would, but I don't want my computer to melt.
Who scooped out her meat and left her shell in the sand. And hatred filled my saltwater heart once more.
And hatred filled my saltwater heart once more. Hey, what are you doing?
Jeez.
There's a chest down there. I watched a video of a guy who thinks he has telekinesis.
Oh, the Steinman Dan?
Yeah.
The Styrofoam Cup?
Yeah, that was
I
funny.
did see a little bit of that.
Champion arises. Marked it well.
I don't think I finished that video. Was it like a lot of static electricity to blame?
Yeah, it's static electricity. Like, he
I
does it
kinda
with...
thought- with Styrofoam Cup, it's light enough that like some air disturbance could even push it around, you know?
Yeah, and I've done the static electricity, move it around, pretending I have telekinesis because it's just kind of fun, right? You're like, ooh, look at-
Yeah.
ooh. But you know, like, I didn't claim that I had a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
He,
What's funny is that like this actually seems plausible that this guy has duped himself. Oh wow, there's just a fucking dice right out in the open.
Oh, that's what
Like there's so many of these guys are charlatans. Like this dude actually, it's like kind of sad how he could have tricked himself into thinking that he's got telekinesis.
maybe like he. The thing is, though, he does it with a regular mug too, but
Mhm.
like, it very much seems like his table has like a blanket or some shit over it, right? So that adds like extra friction, and then his table is like slightly. It looks like it's slightly tilted. And so he puts the mug and balances it, so that the center isn't like where the handle, you know, because if you put a mug down, you're gonna want to balance it with the handle like straight up. But since his table's tilted, he's got the handle kind of going to the side, and that's the balance point. And then he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make the mug fall over with my telekinesis. I'm gonna pull it one direction." It's like, no, you're letting gravity, and you fucking know it, because like letting it fall, because like for the styrofoam cup videos, you don't cut in between you placing down the styrofoam cup and then pulling it. But for the mugs, each one you do a cut to when the mug is perfectly balanced. So you probably spent some time perfectly balancing it,
Yeah.
and then just kind of waiting for it to tip over as you do your little like he knows what the fuck he's doing. Come on.
Yeah.
Unless he really has convinced himself that like maybe that he perfectly balanced it and there was no way in heck that they would unbalance. But like anyone who was a child messing with anything probably has perfectly balanced something for a minute and then had it fall over a few seconds later.
Mhm.
Even without any disturbance. So yeah, it was just
Yeah, that sounds pretty sketchy now. I mean, it's like, because the idea of someone who has done that and convinced themselves, it is like really sad.
Okay, there's lots of gravy stones.
They're like, guys, guess what I can do? And then just like, come on, man, it's just it's just the static electricity moving it.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
It's called scene setting, Valentine.
It's one of those things too. Like, if your child did it, you'd be like, nope, that's static electricity. You don't have powers. But like, if your adult friend is doing that, like, probably a lot of his adult friends are like, yeah, whoa, cool, and treating him like he's a child. But like, in the other way. What? Where do we go? Oh, we go this way, I guess. Somehow. Oh. Down this way. Down this way.
Down this way.
Oh, look at that set piece we're walking into. Look at, wow. The Temple of Greasy Sack.
The fiends. But why her voice? They twist her
I'm very disappointed in Biden for not backing the railroad workers.
memory, and in doing so,
Yeah.
this mortal plane, I will not rest until she is free. That fateful day,
In general, this whole nation needs fucking,
midday sail,
Stronger unions.
stronger, just, yeah, worker rights and stuff like that, like other countries have.
We got some anemones over here.
Little Medusas.
Workers, right?
And then people are like, don't like it, and fucking, you're not patriotic, get out of our country.
There's also people. There's still the people that pull yourself up by the bootstraps. People that are like, well, you just want to not work. Yeah, you know what? I would like to work a little less in our world where we've got all this shit that does a lot of work for us, but you keep making us work harder and harder and harder and paying us the same rates. Slash. Yeah.
Had to deal with the housing crisis and the economy collapsing and a global pandemic and inflation. We've been through some shit, all right?
Yeah, and can we maybe like calm down on these housing prices? Maybe.
Fucking rich are just getting richer.
I hate all the people that defend the landlords. It's so ugh.
Yeah, it's really gross.
The landlords take a big risk, you know. Fucking, they're making money. All of them are making money. Are you fucking kidding me?
They're all making great money.
The risk they take is, how long will it take for someone to need my house? Probably not very long.
Yeah. And oh no, the person that was in the house, destroyed part of the house. Like they fucked up the carpet. Looks like I can charge them extra money, and then have somebody come out and fix it for me, and all I have to do is coordinate that interaction just a little bit. Such hard work.
And then someone else will be more than happy to take it and start paying me every month for not doing anything.
Yeah. Hi, sweetie. I love you. What you doing?
My conscience is clean.
Hi, Mayoi. What's going on, bud? You want on my lap? All right. You were very happy with yesterday laying on my lap during stream, so I guess that's today too.
Yeah, it's pretty painful when we list like $2,500 a month as the maximum when looking for apartments. It's like, yeah, I guess if it's 2,500, we could probably swing it. It's like, what?
Yeah. It's such garbage.
Yeah. It's like we find you know an apartment that's like 850 square feet for $2,100. We're like, damn, what a deal!
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's amazing.
That's a whole extra bedroom.
Yeah.
I think ours is 800 square feet without the garage, and we're paying 1,100, which is actually really good for this town, and so
It is.
that's why we haven't moved out yet. That and the fact that we want to move into a house, and we would like to try to save up for a house, but that is really hard to do, especially with all the medical stuff that we've had in the last like 6 months.
Rent is too damn high.
Oops, wrong button. Hi there, Mr. Mayoi. He's such a cute kitty.
I dove in pursuit without hesitation, swimming down and down, a fire of devotion in my veins. Then, just as I thought my strength would fail me, I grasped her hand.
There's got to be some like law put into place, something like you can't have your apartment building over some certain, you know, they have to make some rules, some like calculation of like it can't be over this price or whatever for this much like square footage. And
Oh shit! Help me! That's mimic! Oh god!
hello.
Catastrophe at my command. Back in business.
Okay. You want me to lie?
Oh, what is that? Oh, what is that?
Wait, what were you just saying a second ago, Ashton?
What was I saying? Oh, they need some way to just like make some law to calculate. Be like certain square footage, if you're gonna rent it, can't be over this value, and it's based on like
You can say it's not allowed to be like more than like $2 per square foot.
something like that. Yeah, and it has to be like, or you know, relative to the towns or areas average.
Yeah, you could have some
Income
other
or something.
restrictions and like addendums and shit, but yeah, that would be a pretty nice average. Why, you fucking communist? You want the government to step in and hold your fucking pacifier for you?
Yep. Yeah, if that means I pay fucking $500 less a month on rent, yeah, you betcha.
You want the government to buy you those bootstraps?
They do for the military.
That's a good point. So I guess you just want all those other countries to fuck us over so you can have your $500 of rent.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna totally do that. As
Mhm.
soon as that rent is lower, Russia will be able to use that opportunity to nuke us. Our defenses would have been lowered. Because you
If I could
see,
afford rent, I wouldn't join the army. God, where are we going to get our army from if they're not, if we're not funding the military and keeping people poor and uneducated?
yeah. Well, I was just thinking that, see, the big corporations that have all those houses that keep buying up all those properties to rent, they can, if they got less money, they wouldn't be able to make a money wall to block the nukes from Russia. So,
Money nukes.
Aikire gire.
Is it just me or do these guys hit pretty hard?
Might be you. I don't know. I'm not getting hurt too bad. Joe.
We plummeted into the blackening sea. The creatures raking with their talons, but I did not let go. My lifeblood
Like, I'm doing good damage, but
salty
also
brine
taking good
burned in
damage.
my lungs, but I did not let go.
God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. What the hell? What did I just bounce off of?
Oh, right. My shield doesn't regenerate. I forgot about that.
That might be why.
That might be why.
Oh, indeed.
I did Mr. Mayoi.
You got froze.
I got froze.
Mm-hmm. I stepped on this, and then it did that, and then you got some froze on you.
It's the Frozone.
I did.
Highway to the froze zone. Oh my god, does Frozone have an afro? Is he in the Frozone?
Oh. Does he?
Is he of having a fro?
I probably did in the past.
Wow, because he's black.
Yara was the last thing I saw as my vision faded. Her delicate face, twisted and wide-eyed in terror, wordlessly bleeding. I could not save her. I failed.
I failed. I don't know what the hell any of these people are talking about.
I reload my gun, and then it just wouldn't shoot anymore. It was just like still at zero. Even after, it's like I put in an empty magazine. I had to change weapons to fix it.
So I got a legendary like artifact or something, or like ring. Which is like one of the worst legend. Give me a gun, please.
Yeah, a lot of my legendaries have not been guns, and it makes me sad.
But it says stop
Oh,
habitually reloading.
Never.
And While currently equipped, gun is low on ammo. Effects are increased by 66%. What is that phrasing? What effects are increased by? Oh, it says that right there. It says what the special red text does on the screen. When did they start doing that?
Where does it say that?
On orange stuff.
So yeah, so on
Yeah, I
the
know what it is, but where does it say it?
It says it up.
there's like a second section down
Oh,
below.
there that is.
I feel like it posted that.
I don't think so.
Not in other games. I don't know about this game. This might be first legendary, I think. I think this is my first legendary, so
Oh, because like it has a second tab down there for everything. Does it? Do you have a legendary you can show me? Tink tink.
Yeah, I guess like
That was really obnoxious that it used to not tell you what the legendary effect actually was.
well, I guess maybe it doesn't always because this one isn't like Peg Leg and Ancient are up here. I don't know what Tink Tink is supposed to be.
And this was a limited edition color.
oh. All right. I guess we did what we were supposed to over here.
Tink tink. Melee attacks increase movement speed by 30% and reload speed by 40% for 10 seconds.
That's what Peg Leg says.
What the fuck? So it does tell you, but this literally says tink tink dash, and then it tells you what that has listed under Peg Leg. Weird. So I guess maybe we've been confused up till now, thinking that it was just describing the normal traits and then also had red text or something. But there's been ones where I don't know. I could have sworn there were legendaries where whatever special effect it was not listed in the item description.
Not in Borderlands, it wasn't, right? Like those.
Yeah.
I guess this one does. There must always be a Leech King.
Oops.
Convert 30% of Fate Reaper's damage dealt to dark magic damage.
That's cool. Ashton, did you descend the cliff down there?
No, I teleported.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pick up an exclamation mark that's over here.
That's the measure of you, isn't it?
Do we need to follow you?
Not that I know of yet. I don't know where the exclamation mark will lead us.
Do we need to be here? For this?
First hit to the reclamation of Neverland, my one true love.
Where is the teleport? Which one of these
Right.
I teleport?
It's like a pen, like a quill or something. Like a
Yeah,
feather.
I'm trying to click on that, but it won't let me. Oh, you can't click on it. You have to drag the cursor over it and hit E.
Signing our souls to the deep and damning us with undeath for all eternity.
I'm here for ammo.
Want those pearls.
None of you sell ammo?
Pacific crew
Ammo?
claim what's ours.
What says has ammo?
Stealing from the gods. Your bravery.
Dumb stat trench. That's funny.
You speak truly. But the way I figure, me and the crew have paid a heavy price for a prize what's been robbed from us.
Okay, well that's a quest over there, I guess. Let's go do that. You're gonna have to, Angel. You're gonna have to warp to where we are.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, enter turret seat. Oh boy.
Do it. Shoot me. Do it. Okay, the explosion is actually very bright and hurting my eyeballs.
I thought you liked bright mode, Sunbro.
I'm no longer accepting any slander in this regard.
Just trying to lighten up your UI for you.
You light up my UI. How romantic.
I hope you like yellow text on white.
Oh.
Don't worry, the yellow text has glow on it too.
White text with no background, I think, is the worst.
White text with no background. What's no background?
Well, no, like, shadow or, like, outline or border around it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking every piece of text that's gonna be over something that's like at all gonna have inconsistencies. Fucking put an outline around that text.
Mm-hmm.
White with black, black with white. I don't care. Black or white text with black looks better for me because of dark modes, but I love you, babe. You figuring out what to do with those now?
Well, I'm thinking of getting maybe a different color of the stain, and then alternating one better. So,
There's a Mayoi coulda got.
Okay. Okay. Where are you?
Just go to your... Oh, go to the center. I like scroll out. Oh, right, yours takes fucking forever, doesn't it? Right there, I think. Drag with your mouse.
Dude, can I just... Oh.
Yeah, I guess that one. Hold E. Auto-saving checkpoint. Auto-saving checkpoint. I will shoot you. Follow the sound of my explosions. You'll get there eventually.
Okay, press it doesn't hurt us.
It is friendly fire. I guess they have grenade friendly fire.
Oh, how do I get back
You can
up?
teleport again.
What you doing?
You gotta up that way.
You looking at the bag of crickets?
Back up here. Hello. Hi.
What is this shiny thing? Oh, it's my mana circle. Man a circle. Yo, psst. Get away from. Psst. Stop. Get away from. Okay. Hup. Yep. You gotta go this. Yep. Oh, what you guys doing over here? Yep. Bang, 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 bang.
Ooh, look at all the cool stuff up here.
Fat ass bone crab. Yeah, eat a duck.
Oh.
You didn't think I was empty, did you?
Spider crab.
Just like I taught you.
I feel like even though Pokemon just came out with a new crab, I feel like they could have a coral crab. Like they need a crab with coral on it.
I'm down for that.
That Corso is just coral.
So what is the...
Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't remember what I was gonna say. What?
That's probably dumb anyways. What was the patched thing for Pokemon that you posted? What are they fixing?
They didn't say what they're fixing in that article, but they said that they're gonna. They released a patch for, you know, improvements to the game, but like they're gonna do more for the performance and all that. So they're reassuring fans that they vow to fix their shit.
Did you play the Charizard raid?
No. Why?
I know a lot of people saying it was like lots of performance and issues and glitches. Like fucking health of the enemy and your own Pokemon was just going all over the place. Fucking things would die when they were at half health, or they would be at 0 health and like revive basically. And yeah, it was just absolute ass.
Honestly, all their raids do that though. Like, it's not.
Do they?
Yeah,
Not
like
to this extent is what it sounds like.
no, there's just really bad health desync, right? Because me and Heather have done a lot of raids sitting next to each other, and I would have killed the Pokemon, and I'll look at her screen, and she's still fighting it, even though we're fighting the same Pokemon.
I saw that it happens on and offline.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't tried the raids offline, but Heather and I have had that happen just with regular raids. The thing is, though, the regular raids, they don't have as much health, right? We've done 1 and 2 star raids, so we haven't seen... There probably isn't as much opportunity for the health to go as all over the place and shit like that as the bigger ones. Like,
It sounds like she ran into a lot of people complaining about it, so it's probably
Yeah,
abnormal.
it was very specifically like
But-
this really actually being bad.
it just doesn't make that much sense to me, though, because, like, they're just putting a Pokemon in the same scenario that they already have programmed, you know what I mean? They're just like, it's a Charizard now on the raid instead of another Pokemon, right? Like, they didn't have to introduce new network code for the raid. It's the same kind of raids, you know. I just think that it's a 7-star raid. It's like fucking level 100. So I think all the desyncs and shit like that, and they're like already shitty raid code is has more opportunity to fuck up now. I mean, it's you know, same result. I just think that a lot of people didn't notice these these raid issues necessarily. But I mean, the game, like, there's a lot of shit they need to fix. there's a lot.
Who's the bigger asshole, Game Freak or Kanye West?
Summer, where are you going?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you. I saw enemies, so I shoot enemies. If you want me to go that way, I am more than happy to. Angel, you're losing a lot of health there, and we're going in the other direction.
Noticed. Oh, I didn't notice that.
But yeah, I've had it too, where like I was fighting a Pokemon against Heather, and his health was down, to about halfway, and then it popped back up to full again, and then I did my attack, and then it killed it.
I would not be
Um,
surprised if this is worse though, with all the other bugs and shit I've seen lately. People
It's
talking
also
about.
kind of, it has to be a little embarrassing when they release a fucking thing that's like, oh yeah, we're listening to you. We're gonna fix a bunch of our bugs, and then they fucking release something that is like this bad.
Starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've had the game hard crash on me like 3 times.
That's frustrating.
Oh, God.
Like I'm just running around, and then all of a sudden, bloop! Software has encountered an error and shut down. Oh, thanks.
How do they?
Seems like we're running into that a lot lately. There's so many games getting shipped that are in a shitty state. Like, I know people have been complaining about that for a while, but now it's actually starting to bug me. So clearly, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
We pay AAA prices for what are supposed to be AAA games, but they're not even ready.
I'm going over on.
Fucking. Part of it's, you know. Hey, we the overhead people are like, we need this out the door. You know.
The
The parent company just
stakeholders want their money.
yeah, the fucking business people just want it done. How goes it over on?
I don't understand how they don't understand that they would get more money immediately and longer term if it was actually a good game,
I don't
from release.
think they necessarily think that though, because like if they could get this thing out the door and just start on the next product, then they can start making that next $60 game. But like people are eating up Pokemon, right? Like there's some people that are like, oh, I'm not gonna buy it because it's buggy, but most people are still fucking buying it like crazy.
Which is fucking infuriating, Ashton.
Right, but like the game, I'm someone who can handle more bugs. Like I don't.
But that's it's really not whether or not it's enough to bother you. It's the principle.
Yeah, the principle does not bother me enough. Right? Like, I'm gonna buy Pokemon. I'm gonna consume it. But what ended up happening is
Get a truly amazing game.
well, at the very least, the Pokemon Company is responding to it, right? So there was lots of backlash, and
Only to the performance.
only for the what?
Particularly bad.
The performance issues.
Right. What other things though do they have to fix? Like I don't.
The balance of the game, like the difficulty and shit. The graphics could be a lot better. Just
A lot of things that people have been complaining about for a long time.
yeah, a more complete game is not going to happen if they can keep shitting out subpar stuff and people will buy it.
Yeah, like it could be an enjoyable game, but like the fact that it's just it's still like it's even more of a
It's shy of what another company could do if they owned the property.
yeah.
Sure.
Like there are companies with less resources that would do a better job than Game Freak is doing with all of their resources because they rush them out.
Interesting game with like stuff.
I mean, right, but like, people are still consuming it and enjoying it to an extent, right? Like, and this game is actually like really good. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like, yeah, they could do better with what they've done, but like, it feels like the old Pokemon games to me.
Like out of curiosity.
Just like the like world building and shit that they have in there, and like the environments and stuff like that. Like it feels like I'm playing an old Pokemon, just open world, 3D and buggy. You know, could it be more interesting? Yeah, you fucking bet. Because like they could have a slightly, they could have a better overarching plot with an evil organization in this game, right? Instead of just, which I don't know if this game has or not, but Sword and Shield definitely did not. The game was literally, yeah, everything was whatever, and then right as you're fighting the Pokemon League, they're like, oh yeah, and by the way, this guy's a villain and he wants to destroy the world right now. I was like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
I have seen a few people say that this game's better than Sword and Shield.
Yeah, this game is a lot better than Sword and Shield. Like, this game, I think the balance is kind of okay. But the problem is their recommendation system. I'll get to that in a sec. How are you all? I'm good. I'm tired though. How you doing over on? We're bitching.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's bitch.
I'm half bitching, half defending. Cause so I'll tell you, like Sword and Shield, I did not like. I did not like that game very much.
Yeah.
This game, it's a lot of fun, and it's one of those like can't put it down kind of games, for me. I was gonna only play it 1 day a week on my stream schedule, but then I was playing Xenoblade last night, and all I could think about was Pokemon. And playing Pokemon, I was like, all right, no, I'm gonna do it 2 days a week.
That's cool. Fuck! How the fuck did I fucking fell off. No, I hate these environments because I don't know how the fuck to navigate them.
Run with the left joystick.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, go get your left joystick.
Oh, you don't have a left joystick? Well,
Fuck.
I'm shooting
Okay,
these.
I'm gonna take this up to go pee.
Play the Pokemon. I'm gonna after this.
As soon as we're done here complaining about Pokemon.
And again, I don't think Game Freak has any good excuse for like their performance issues and their bugs. And yeah, I think their stories could be more grandiose of some sort. And I really think that they could maybe put some fucking voice acting in
Oh, yeah.
their key scenes, because right now it's literally this character, like they're like fully well animated, like very good animated. It looks very good. Pokemon Company, good job. Your characters have a lot of life in them in these cutscenes. But I would like them to be, even if I don't like English voice acting all that much, I think it's a lot better for English voice acting and cringy English voice acting rather than them flapping their mouth and text appearing at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's text appearing that manually advances on its own. Not manually, it automatically advances. It's all on a timer of some sort.
You don't tell it when to go?
For specific cutscenes, no.
Okay.
Bro, you ran into this room, opened this chest, and there's a dice right next to this chest? Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't believe it for you.
So those cutscenes, people are like, oh, I wouldn't want the whole game to be voice acted. Fine. Like, the shitty characters that you run into in the city that are just chilling there, and they say a few things like, Boy, I sure do love the joys of Pokemon, or whatever the fuck they're saying.
I like
can-
short.
Yeah, I like shorts are comfy and easy to wear. Like, you don't have to have those be voice acted. Those can be text. But in the key cutscene, when the lady's like very well animated, she's like, yeah, and she's doing all that shit. But it looks shitty. if there's no voice coming out of her, it's like it doesn't hit very hard.
Hire the Bayonetta lady. She'll probably do it cheap now that she's fucking ruined that career.
But like,
It's absurd. There are really small indie games that will have full voice acting in them. They can fucking voice act this shit.
yeah, and people were saying, oh well, that would take. Some person complained and said, but that would make the game take longer. All right, for one,
What?
no, it will not, because you already have an engine in which you are playing sounds during these cutscenes. It can also play a voice file. It's not hard.
It's not gonna have that much time. Like, I think the voice acting does come closer to the end, though. And, like all that getting added in. It may add some time, but it's such a stupid argument.
Most of it, like the people in the sound booths are gonna take, like, I don't know, fucking, we'll say 6 months or something, or maybe 3 months or whatever. They can do that in parallel. The coders aren't jumping up out of their seats and going to voice act. No.
Yeah.
Goddamn professional voice actors. So
Mark Hamill did voice acting for Star Citizen, so that game's right around the corner. He did that like 2 years ago.
Whoa, look at, oh no, what happened? We gotta kill something, guys. In this game?
Shumberly.
I never would have thought.
Yeah, you better run. The devil's dead.
But yeah, so their balance in the game is actually fine. It's kind of nice. You can run around, and even though things are set levels in the world, there's no level scaling for stuff. I have gone a different route than other people, and I'm still doing fine. So like, there's 3 kind of main objectives in the game. There's beating 5 Titans, there's beating 5 Team Star bases, and there's beating 8 gyms. That's like the general stuff. There's gonna be stuff after that, but those are the main objectives, and you can do any of those things in any order you want. Now, the levels are set levels, so if you try to go to the farthest away gym, it's going to be a really high level, and you're not going to be able to do it.
So Zelda, right? Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild had level scaling, basically. As soon as when you defeat a divine beast, pretty much the monsters in the world kind of level up. And so there was, and the more of a particular monster that you kill, the more often harder versions of that monster will show up. So there was as close as they could get to level scaling for Zelda in Zelda. This game, though, yeah, you go, the bug gym will always have level 12 Pokemon, right? Like, no matter how you do it. But the thing is I have beaten 4 Titans, 2 Team Star bases, and 2 gyms. You are pretty much recommended to have 4 Titans dead once you've beaten like 6 gyms. So it's still very possible to go out of order. The only problem is gyms allow you to catch if Pokemon that you catch at a certain level, right? So, okay, so for example, if I just started the game and I go and catch a level 35 Pokemon, it won't listen to me. But if I just started the game and I raise one of my Pokemon to level 35, it will listen to me.
Okay.
Right.
That's neat.
So, but then when you beat like 2 gyms or whatever, they make it so Pokemon up to level, I don't know, we'll say 45 will listen to you. And then they will also make it easier. Pokemon will be easier to catch level 45 and under or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll be easier. So like the catch rate will, I don't know, I don't know what the quantifier for easier is.
Yeah.
But so that's what the gyms do basically, and then the
kind of sounds like once you do get farther in, the game's probably going to get a lot easier for you.
maybe, I mean the game's already kind of easy. The route I went was a bit challenging because of the stuff I faced without having enough gym badges and shit like that. Because yeah, the fourth Titan things were, oh my god, 2 legendaries.
Oh my god, 6 greens?
Act erratically and blindly lash out at everything around us. When Fate Maker or a companion kills an enemy, companion damage is increased by 20% for 15 seconds. This effect stacks up to 5 times. Okay.
Holy shit. That's really fucking good.
And then a shield.
Oh, but isn't the invisible cunt?
The shield. Ancient deity of the beefy. Hear my words that I might teach you, but they don't have a separate section underneath, so I don't know if this actually tells me what that does. So defeating the Titans gives you movement abilities for your mount. Hear my words that I might teach you. Ancient deity. Increase damage with a single element type. Generic resistance against all elemental and physical damage.
I am Chella the Unruly.
I'm not
I
sure.
apologize for picking up the audio log.
When my kind gained consciousness, many saw our new free thought as a
But,
curse. But not I.
so yeah, you kill Titan and then your mount can sprint. You kill the next Titan, your mount can jump higher. Or it's very specific Titans, right? So each one gives you a very specific thing. One of them gives you the ability to swim, and then glide, and then I think climb cliffs. And then the team star bases are kind of lame because you have to like craft your TMs in this game, basically. And the team star bases let you, when you kill them, that you're able to craft more more types of TMs, which I don't use all that often, but whatever. But the problem is their hint system is kind of crappy. So like I'll be chilling there, and there's a big open world. Like I don't know which gym I should challenge next, or which Titan, or what. I don't know what's the proper level. So by the way, the latest Titan I killed was level 45, and keep that in mind. But so I beat 2 gyms, and I got next to a gym, and I asked the Pokemon Center, where do you recommend that I go? Because you can do that. and the Pokemon Center was like, go fight the Team Starbase. So I was like, cool. Even though there's a gym in the town, I was like, I'll go fight the Team Starbase. I go and I fight the Team Starbase. I kill them. It was a little tough. Their Pokemon were about the same level as my Pokemon. Ish. They were a little higher, and I didn't know what the typing their monster was. So that made it a little harder. So yeah, I killed them, and then I asked the Pokemon Center, okay, where do you recommend I go now? And they said, oh, we'll go to this gym in this other town, not the gym
Not the
that
one
was
that you're in.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, okay. I guess this gym I wait for later then. Right? Turns out, so I went and fought that gym, and then I went and fought some Titans and whatnot. Well, Heather just fought that gym last night, and their Pokemon are level 20. And I beat...
Were they just like, oh, don't even bother with our gym, it's boring. It's too weak for you.
Yeah, please don't beat up our monsters. Please go somewhere else. No, I think it was because the Pokemon Center I was at was technically slightly closer to the other city. And because it was kind of right next to the Team Starbase. So it was closer to the other city. And instead of the game recommending you going to the next lowest level objective, they recommend you going to something that's like nearby.
That's kind of dumb.
Which I can see the things on the map. Like, they're not revealing something on the map for me. I already see them, and I already see that it's nearby. I'm not an idiot. So, like, their recommendation system is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And all that recommendation system would have taken is, and here's some programming stuff for you, everybody. They could have had an array with the max levels of the Pokemon from each one of the types of challenges, and if you beat them, it takes them out of the array / puts a quantifier on it saying that it's already been done, a flag, right? And so it just goes to the lowest level item in that array that you haven't done. And the array is already pre-sorted because it's set. It never changes. That's all it takes. It's just one small little thing. And that's how they could have made their recommendation system. But instead, it sounds like they put a fucking algorithm in place to find out what the closest objective is.
And they made it way harder to make it worse.
Yeah, they made it. They fucking had to do some goddamn vector math to find out how close some objective is or whatever, and then calculate it when they could have just. All right, here's a tiny little array that takes like, I don't know, like fucking, I don't know, 100 bytes. You know, like it'd be like 100 byte array or some shit. And oh no. So it's just.
Also, I think at this point I would rather have a gym slightly beef itself up to roughly where I am. Like I played The Witcher where enemies scale at least to my level if they're way lower than me. And it made it so much more interesting. Like, yes, it is fun to beat up on a lower level shitbag, especially in Elden Ring, Dark Souls games, but it does get boring after a little while, and it would be better to just
Yeah, just
like
scale.
I want a gym battle to be meaningful, not just to be a cakewalk. Like that's boring.
Yeah, and I would. The thing is, you know, they're still making game for Babby, right? They're making Babby game.
And that's also a problem.
I mean, I don't know if it's that much of a problem considering that like still a huge portion of their demographic is Babby, right? So they're catering to the least common denominator, and
You could make one game for us.
Or include a fucking difficulty
yeah,
choice. That's all it would take to do something for your older demographic, which you know you have because they've been fucking fans since they were kids.
Yep.
It just feels disrespectful to us. Anyway, sorry.
It's not disrespectful. It's just lazy. It's just fucking, and it's also I think they're afraid of it's brand integrity, right? Because they're absolutely terrified that little Timmy at age 7 is going to start Pokemon. It's going to ask, what difficulty would you like your game? And little Timmy's going to be like, I'm the best in the world. I'm going to pick hard. And then Timmy picks hard. And then Timmy goes to the first gym. The Pokemon trainer fucking slams their asshole all over him and just smears him all over the ground, humiliates him in front of his mom.
There's a story saying Game Freak's asshole smeared all over 7-year-old.
Yeah,
and it's like, shit, that's not good.
Timmy goes and cries and says, I'm never going to buy a Pokemon game ever again. And then the Pokemon company goddamn dies on the inside and they'll never live with themselves. Like, that's what they're afraid of.
But it's a thing where it's like you never ask them. You have to go into the menu to change it. Then, like, you'd have to go in and hunt for it.
Yeah, hide.
Like, the mature audience is gonna be able to find it when they hear that it's got. They'll see the fucking IGN article that says, "Oh, by the way, there's a hidden hard mode in this one now."
Yeah, and the thing is like, again, they don't even necessarily have to change their trainer battles per se. Just the gyms and like the gyms, the Titans, the star bases, like just change those levels.
I heard that almost none of the trainers have more than have like a full 6 Pokemon.
That is how it's always been, and it always sucks.
It's really fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, most of the time, unless you like. That's kind of how they are, though, because, they're trainers. Those people are trainers, but most of them are supposed to be, like, in-universe. I'm more of a person that's just going around as a farmer or whatever the fuck, and I've got my couple farming Pokemon. And then every once in a while, you meet up with person that is also trainer, and, hi, I have 5 or 6 Pokemon, and I will give you a moderate challenge. Yeah, they're called like elite trainers or something like that. I forget what they're called. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, that's the way it's always been, though.
Oh shit! The fuck was that?
Sunbro, you okay?
Hit a
Sunbro,
barrel?
there's a chest over there, Sunbro. Go open it. Yeah, so Pokemon needs, like, I think what they should have done is the Breath of the Wild thing, where you fight the first gym, no matter what gym you go to. I don't even care if the overworld Pokemon scale, right? Like, you go to the far-off land and there's level 60 Pokemon that kick your ass, fine. But, like, if it's the first gym you challenge, have the gym be shitty. Like, he goes, oh, you have 0 gym badges? Here, I'll use my shitty set of Pokemon to fight you. And then the next gym, you have 1 badge? Here. And yeah, that would take Game Freak a little bit of extra time to program these parties and try to balance them, but it's not for very many gyms. It's not like it's not they're scaling the whole world.
I mean, gym fights should have a little extra juice to them.
Yeah, if you're a fucking gym leader, I expect you to be a competent goddamn
Yeah.
like
There-
Pokemon.
Their AI is decent though, at least. Like their AI is pretty damn good. They're no longer just like
Oh, that's good to
making
hear.
stupid decisions like in the old game. They're actually like, I will use.
Oh,
I don't have any special or super effective move against you with this Pokemon, so I will send out this other one instead. It's like the Neversoft logo attacking us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, like I still
I'm glad
like.
to hear the AI getting better because that was one of my biggest complaints. The AI was such ass at the game that it didn't feel like an accomplishment when I beat them.
Yeah, well, it actually also feels like that they have many different AIs too. Like it's you have shitty trainer, you generic trainer, you have gym leaders, you have really good trainers, you have I don't know, the Elite Four. I fought a person the other day that all they did was use U-turn on me over and over and over again. Which, if you don't know what U-turn does, you attack, and then your Pokemon switches out. So he's constantly changing Pokemon. But like,
That was pretty fun.
yeah, like, so their whole like this game is it's pretty damn good. I think the people that are up in arms about it are like they're over exaggerating a little bit.
I don't think it's over exaggerating to complain that a company with that much prestige and resources is still struggling.
No, but there's people saying like this game is goddamn terrible. And did you see that one person, the clip of that one person's game where there was tons of stuttering and crazy ass bullshit? I mean, yeah, I did. That very specific scenario has never happened to me. Like they make it out that that video, that that's how the game runs all the time. No. Hard crashes, those are shitty. Those should never happen. But like,
Yeah,
I've
I
had
mean, there's always going to be people who go overboard with criticisms of anything. I think,
yeah,
in general, it's good that they are holding this particular dev team accountable because they keep cranking them out year after year, and the
Yeah.
quality is suffering. I think that's the point.
yeah. I
If
mean,
this
yeah,
was
I
their
think that's
first
good.
crack at a video game, then yeah, cut them some slack. These guys are iterating on something, though. It shouldn't be this much of a struggle.
Yeah, and like, there's some things that, you know, that one person that found out that if you hook up more than one controller, all the joystick inputs
Yeah,
add to your character's velocity.
that's hilarious.
Like, that's funny, but their response was something like #1 grossing media franchise in the world. It's like that's a very like niche specific bug. Like, I don't know how many of their playtesters are actually going, if I plug in two controllers, will their velocities add to each other? They're probably not doing that. So like,
Yeah, it is. Is that not a strange programming oversight, though?
yeah, it is, but like that just, man, that shit happens in programming all the time, even for good devs, you know, you just fucking
I guess if
If
the
it
game
was-
didn't have all the other bugs,
Yeah, that's what I was
people
gonna
would
say.
just be laughing about that one.
That by itself
Yeah.
is not a big deal, and it's just funny.
Yeah.
But when
that's-
you're already pointing at them and saying like, you guys have gotten lazy with their design and things could be better, and there's lots of bugs, and it's just like, it's just one more thing to add to the pile of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just think that like, you know, that bug is just like, yeah, it's silly, but it's also very easily. Oh God, who's enemy?
I guess the fact that that one doesn't detract from your experience, it's just like a silly thing that can happen if you go out of your way to make it happen. It's not a bug you would ever encounter normally, and it doesn't detract from the experience. So no, it's not a bug to really complain about the way that
Yeah.
a hard crash or frame stuttering like actually hurts your experience.
Yeah, and we found a seam in the world, right, where you could, you know, in between two textures that you could see out of world, and I mean that happens a lot in open world games. Like the Xenoblades had a.
Holy shit! Look at this fucking melee attack! It throws out a blade of energy!
Oh, you're fucking Link.
Now hear me out. Don't lose the chance. I be sorry. I should have
That's cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I can open loot chests from afar.
If there's, you know, and they're like problems with the animations where like the bodies get all fucked up. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Those are Skyrim level jank bugs where
Mhm.
I enjoy it a lot. But you know, there's people out there that want the full immersive experience without any bugs at all, you know, taking them out of it. And there's people that don't want that shit. And like,
Everyone's got their own threshold. There's like, because I've been playing Cyberpunk lately, and it's like most of my gaming sessions, I'll get through it with just minor bugs that like don't even register, and I'm just like, it was totally fine. And then there are some sessions I'm like, God, it just keeps taking me out of the experience because I'm thinking about all these fucking bugs instead of the game. And like, it depends on like everyone's got that different threshold for that. If it crosses that threshold for you, then that sucks. And when it crosses that threshold for a large amount of players, now the dev team needs to get online and like apologize for that kind of shit. And
yeah,
you know, that game should have spent more time in the oven.
yeah, it really should have.
I didn't get a single new gun all night long. These are all worse than what I have.
I got one new. Actually, no, I didn't get a new gun. This was in my inventory technically when I started.
Almost all greens and blues. I did get a new purple shield, so I got one new thing today.
I mean, there's a new gun here, but it's just worse than the one I'm holding, which sucks.
I mean, that's not a new gun then, is it? My point was, you know, a
No,
new
it's-
gun that I'm going to add to my repertoire.
The thing is, it says it's like a lot better though. Like, but all the numbers are worse, but the item score is better.
Wow, really?
Except for
Yeah.
reload time is slightly better, or like, which fine. It's
Oh,
significantly
okay.
better, but
I don't look at iron score because it doesn't mean anything.
yeah, like this reload time is 1.6 seconds instead of 2.3 seconds, which is like whatever. And the fire rate's barely any better. So I don't know why the item score is so much higher. It does have a modifier saying that the melee damage is higher, but I don't care about that at all. Oh, it does say when thrown, create a massive lightning bolt. Maybe I'll see what that's about. Oh, that is cool. I'll use it. I feel like Zeus. I really like the Pokemon in this game, though. Like, I think the Pokemon designs are... I'm like, yeah, all right. I like these guys.
We went through them all from like Bulbapedia, but they didn't have official art yet for most of them. Do they
Yep.
do they have that yet? Is that still a thing
They
we're waiting
don't.
on?
Yeah, they trickle the official art for
Oh my
like
god.
spoiler.
Why?
It's for like spoiler
The game's
purposes.
out.
Yeah, the game's out and you have to like fucking search for it.
I don't. As far as I understand, it's for spoiler reasons. They don't put it out there because they don't want people to like be able to act. They want people to access it in game for the first time for a while, and then they start fucking introducing the Pokemon slowly. So, but there's
but we were able to mostly see most of them. No, there were some good ones. There were some dumb ones, but
yeah. I mean, I mostly like it. Right, like I'm not a big fan of dogs, and I kind of don't like that there's 3 new dog lines in this generation. So I was like, eh.
You just
3?
said all of the reverse things of Angel. There.
But like, it's just like I'm fine with like 1 new dog line or whatever, maybe 2, but the fucking 3 in one generation. Come on.
yeah, I only remember 2 of them: the ghost one and Fido.
There's Mass Chief, which he's like a mobster.
Oh right.
But he more looks like he had a stroke and half of his body is having problems.
Yeah. I didn't remember like super liking any of the dog Pokemon.
I like Fido. His evolution is okay, but I don't like wiener dogs, so that's why I really don't like that evolution. The ghost dog, I think the original one's great. I think the evolution it's not enough changed. It's just kind of bigger.
I of the ghost dog, that one's like
Yeah.
that one turns into a skeleton. Like the
Does it?
way the mouth is looks like a that old person like shriveled. I like it a lot.
Oh.
It makes me laugh.
I'd have to relook. I fought him in the game for a little bit, but he died really quickly when I was trying to capture him, and then I haven't seen him since. So,
Yes, Mastiff.
yeah,
It looks like fucking abused, and it's really sad. I don't know why
Yeah.
people do that.
well, it's supposed to be like a she, and he's supposed to. His I bet you his fucking concept art had a cigar in his mouth, right? Like
Oh my god.
that's probably what happened, but of course they can't do that. So,
But he just has these like big sad eyebrows.
yeah.
It's sad. He would be super cute otherwise. I mean, he's kind of boring for a Pokemon, but
Yeah.
I do like the Doxbun. I do think that's cute.
I think he's a good design. I just don't like wiener dogs.
Yeah.
So, but like pretty much all of the new Pokemon I've ran into, I like their design. I like Dunsparce evolves and it's really silly and
It's so dumb. It doesn't even. It's just an extra segment
yeah, or 2 extra segments.
or 2. That's
'Cause-
pretty crazy.
Because they've introduced Pokemon that when they evolve, they might evolve into a different form based on random chance. So
Is that
Dunsparce,
the past versus future form?
no, that's a
Oh.
different. That's a totally different concept. No, that's no, it's he'll have 2 segments or 3 segments. What really sucks is it's estimated to be a 1 in 100 chance of getting one of the forms. And there's no way to tell if he will be one form or the other when you get Dunsparce. So you just have to evolve Pokemon. It's basically like a shiny, but for an evolution. Lot better odds than a shiny, but still.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, ugh. There's also the mouse Pokemon has a has one of
mouse
those
thing?
forms. Yeah.
I think the concept is really silly and I like it, but I don't understand how it's just an individual Pokemon.
Well, Kangaskhan, I mean,
I always thought that was dumb too.
right.
It should have a pre-evolution that is the baby, and then
yeah, it should. It really should. But they're inseparable, right? So like they go everywhere together. That's
at some point it gets too big to fit in the pouch.
no the mouses, the mices.
Oh, the mouse, the mices.
It's like Magneton, right? Like they're just fucking 3 Magnemites stuck together, and they're still individual. They still like hang out, you know. They separate and they come back together, but they're buddies or whatever. Fucking, I don't know. Some of the Pokemon concepts don't make sense, but Magnemite's a ball of metal with an eyeball, and he has magnets.
I didn't realize that Magneton could separate.
Yeah, because like they can, yeah, Magneton, like it's a full Pokemon, but yeah, the Pokemon. Have you ever seen them like in battle where they like go apart and then they go back together in their animation or whatever? Like they're.
I have, yes.
See,
Because I like Pokemon.
yeah, he's a real fan. So, but there's pretty much all the Pokemon I've seen so far. I'm either like meh or that's good. Fucking, I love Giraffurig's evolution.
I do too. I think it's cute.
It's so cute, and I was literally telling Heather, I was just like, man, I like Giraffarig, but they need like a giraffe with a long neck. Like I need a long neck lad, and they did it. And I was thinking about it before the game came out and said they don't have a peacock Pokemon and they don't have a flamingo Pokemon. Man, they don't have like a lot of these birds. And they put a fucking peacock and a flamingo in the game.
The flamingo is literally just a fucking flamingo, though.
Yeah, kind of. Its head's all.
I don't know.
Its head's fucked up, and it's doesn't look like a flamingo. It ties its neck into a knot. It's yeah. I mean, it's very basic, but.
And what's the peacock?
It's the water starter final evolution.
Oh, that is one of the most hideous fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
I don't like it, but I'm glad it's a peacock.
I wish it was a better peacock. It hurts me to look at.
I don't like its feet. It looks like
it's
like
so
somebody smashed their feet with a hammer and they like cartoonishly inflated.
Yeah. Fucking.
Fuecoco's final evolution, amazing. It's great.
I don't like it. I actually don't really like. The only one I kind of like is the grass one.
I also like the grass one, not as much as Fuecoco's. But the internet is very horny for the grass ones. Final evolution, very horny.
Everyone knew that one of these motherfuckers would be, or well, specifically the cat would be two-legged.
Yeah, and they people were thinking that the cat was going to evolve into something that people were going to fuck, and
yeah,
so sure enough,
I don't hate Fumikoko's final. I do like it. It could be better.
I
But I do
I
quite
love
like
it.
the cat, and I hate the bird.
Yeah, the bird. I wish so. The bird, like when it does, the reason why it's a peacock is when he does an animation, like all these like energy feathers peacock behind him, and I'm like, I wish those were there all the time.
Yeah.
They look great. I would overlook his dumb fucking infected feet if he had pretty ass.
Yeah. And I'm looking at him here, and he literally looks like he has a fucking